Oh yeah, it's. I feel very blessed to have the opportunity to investigate a whole myriad of mysterious creatures. Some, to be honest with you, maybe a little bit more believable than others.
Sure.
But yeah, never a dull day.
Well, like the werewolves, it's easy to categorize.
What up, gang? 3:16 in the AM hour here in South Jacksonville Beach. I'm gonna call this the Beaches Run. We go get a good look at the sign there. Jacksonville Beach. So we're gonna go, Jacksonville basically has three beaches: Jacksonville Beach, Neptune Beach, and Atlantic Beach. And it's about 4 miles from here all the way down to Atlantic Beach, but technically it's all the same county. It's all technically Jacksonville, I think. So we're doing the Beaches Run. This is nighttime, 3:16. Watch out for this guy. Man, so I haven't ridden the bike in over a week, and I was like, okay, I gotta get out on the bike. I'm just gonna do some vlog on whatever. It's like, I don't care if it's nighttime. I don't care if I don't have anything to say. I'm just gonna get on and which I've done many times in the past, and usually it works out better than expected. But so we've got a good 10 or 15 minutes here of vlog time. We're headed north along the coast. The Atlantic Ocean is just about 1/8 of a mile that way. We're all alone. So you'll get to see some of the area I grew up in here along the beach. It's just a straight shot, A1A technically, but it's 3rd Street as the locals know it. So everything's pretty well lit up and stuff, so I thought that'd be more interesting than heading south towards St. Augustine, where it's just a dark road of nothing. By the way, Panera Bread right there. My mom goes there and gets breakfast, and up until like not long ago, you might not believe this, but freaking Gene Hackman, the original Lex Luthor in Superman back in the 70s or whatever. I know a lot of people know who Gene Hackman is. He's a pretty famous actor, but he's in his 80s now. He would ride his bike from Ponte Vedra and eat at that Panera Bread in the morning where my mom was eating. Ponte Vedra is kind of a uppity place, quiet little beach area, but a lot of wealthy people live there. But Gene Hackman was eating at that Panera Bread along with Clark Howard, who has his own radio show, national radio show, I think. He's a financial guy. I mean, there's so much history here I could just talk about as we go. I mean, I like every block. Like, I used to be a musician. I used to go in there a lot at Musician Superstore. That's where I've been having my car serviced for like the past 15 years. There's some good, there it is, Hot Walk, some good Chinese food over there. Austin Surf Shop. Jim Austin used to be good friends with my dad. He grew up here. Donovan Heating and Air. It looks like they're moving location maybe, but I went to school with Joel Donovan, who now I think helps run the company. So much, man. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just ramble on about that place has been here for about 10 years now. Crystal's has been here forever. Taco Bell. There's the fire station. Pablo Towers. I actually performed in there for some elderly people when I was in 5th grade. I was the Cowardly Lion in a play. Had to get up and sing in front of the crowd. I was very, very nervous. Don't like much attention. Here's downtown Jax Beach City Hall. Wells Fargo, boo, hiss, Wells Fargo. Downtown Jax Beach, the nightlife, party life is goes on here on the weekend. Well, if I see anything else, I don't know, but I mean, I was gonna, after finally getting on the bike after like 45 minutes, I was like, okay, great, I have something to vlog about, because just getting on the road was a nightmare tonight. I'll go like piece by piece. Okay, I have the KTM Power Parts alarm on the Super Duke, and I haven't ridden the bike in over a week, like I said, so I guess I had it in the back of my mind that maybe the battery would be run down or something. I've got so much stuff attached to it. So I go out to roll the bike out and check the tire pressure. Well, I noticed with the alarm there's this red light that blinks on the dash when it's set, and I had set the alarm when I parked it. Okay, so I didn't see the red light flashing. And well, the first thing that tipped me off was that my alarm thing, the button, it wasn't doing anything. I was pressing it and it wasn't flashing the blinkers to let me know I was disarming the alarm. So I was like, oh great, I have a dead battery, obviously. I didn't see the red light flashing on the display. It's like, I've got a dead freaking battery. But there was that like doubt, a little bit of doubt that, well, maybe it's just the alarm itself. And so I'd like to apologize to my neighbors, because God, man, I could go on for like 10 minutes describing what happened. It was such a pain. Like, I have a spare alarm key, and I wanted to try that first in case the battery in the other alarm key was bad, just because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't want to like wake up my neighbors with my alarm. What if my alarm started going off and I couldn't turn it off? So I wanted to find the spare key. Jeez, like, I forgot where I put it. I thought I had hung it up with all my other spare keys and stuff in the spot that I have. I was like, oh god. And then we had like the roofing guys come in to fix our roof from Hurricane Matthew. They were all in our house, and I'm like, oh great, someone stole my spare alarm key so they could turn off my alarm and take my Super Duke, because whatever. So, you know, I'm just catastrophizing, and I'm like, after like 15 minutes, of course it's going to be the last place you look. Okay, so I looked at everything on this table, and then I started to turn and give up, and I looked down and I see this bright orange box that says KTM alarm on it. I was like, that's where I put the damn spare key, in the box, in the parts box. It's like, oh god, what a relief. So I got that out of the way. Well, I was like, okay, I'm just going for it. I was like, fingers crossed the alarm's not going to go off, because it's loud as hell and my neighbors are right next to me. I don't want to disturb my neighbors and piss off the whole neighborhood. So this is Atlantic Boulevard, the end of the Beaches Run. This is going to be a bullshit vlog. It's taking me forever to tell this damn story, but too bad I'm not as fast as Jimmy John's when I talk. See the Jimmy John's right over there. So, okay, so it wouldn't let me disarm the alarm, and so okay, I'm gonna put my finger on the button and turn the ignition on just in case, so I can turn it off right away if it goes off. So I turn the ignition on, the display lights up perfectly, a few seconds go by, and boom, the super loud alarm starts going off. I got lucky and cut it off like half a second in, but I was afraid my neighbors were going to come out or something, which it didn't look like they did. I went inside for a minute, but so I was thinking, like, now we're headed west, by the way, away from the ocean. This is Atlantic Beach. So I'm thinking, like, well, maybe it's supposed to be a really good alarm from what I hear. Maybe it's got some kind of like power shutoff thing so that it doesn't, if you leave your bike sitting for a month, it doesn't drain your battery. So I go look in the manual for it, and sure as hell, it's called, I think it was called stop mode, where after 5 days, having set the alarm after 5 days, it will go into stop mode, where it just, the power to the alarm shuts off, but it's still engaged, like it still immobilizes the engine. And I don't know if you would shake the bike, if it would turn it on, maybe. But when I turned the ignition on, it said the thing is that is stupid is that you can't turn off the alarm. Like, the button you push should wake it back up so you can turn off the alarm without having to turn the ignition on and wake everybody up. Well, it says in the manual you're supposed to turn the ignition on, and within, it said 5 seconds, which it didn't seem that long, but within 5 seconds hit the alarm button to turn the alarm off, and it won't go off. There's Whataburger. Mark Brunell, our quarterback for the Jaguars, brought, I think he was partially responsible for bringing those restaurants here back about 15 years ago, and poor guy, I heard he lost a lot of money, like a ton of money, in some bad business ventures. He was the original quarterback for our NFL team here, Jacksonville Jaguars. So, okay. So that was my nightmare experience with the, which way do I want to go? Let's go Mayport. That was my nightmare experience, just getting on the damn bike. So after I figured all that out, I still had to air up the tires. They were only like a pound or two low. Air up my tires and get all suited up, and here I am. That was an ordeal. I might just probably go to my secret spot out here and chill out for a minute in a van down by the river, by the St. John's River. Intercoastal St. John's River. Anyway, just doing a fun vlog, something to do. I enjoy making the videos and editing and uploading them and stuff. And my goal has been since the beginning to do one a week, which I've been kind of slipping on. Haven't been taking that goal very seriously over the past few months, but I'll get back on track. And thanks for watching and everything. There's a 5-0 Johnny Law police hiding over there in the bushes. But see you guys next time. Peace.
FM on 107.3.
To call me. Give me one reason to steer, and I'll turn right back around. You can see me turning. Give me one reason to steer, and I'll turn right back around. You can see me turning. And I don't wanna leave you lonely.
I'll be back.